The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Driving 60. Go check, go check. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now? Let's go to that play.
18, pioneer. Panther streak, Panther streak. Right there. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Swings this out for Hunt.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
The Cardinals at 14-2 heading into this final week. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now because, to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
2nd and 3. Another completion here to Hunt. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Come back in. 7 Pirates, 70 Timberwolves, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Check, hurt. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go, Riggs, go. Riggs. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Cougar 19.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 23-yard line.
Here we go, shot. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
Warriors 70.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Cowboy 80.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, a game to Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's into the hands of Tolbert.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
To throw is Prescott. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Even though they might not find the #1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
19 right.
2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Let's go now.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Hey, check that. Street.
Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
70 Rangers.
He'll drop to throw. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
18 rattler. 19 tight.
They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Room here to run. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
And what do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone, and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second and 2. That's complete to McBride. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
79 Broncos, 18, Pioneer. Warriors, 70.
They'll look to throw here. His throw incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Trey McBride, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
50, 50. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Lions. 3. Go 3.
They're going to look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, Elliott once more. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard.
Lightning, 18, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
They'll set up to throw. Goes right back to McBride. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
19 strike, not Buffalo 18. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Hurt. Ready?
Back to throw here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
60 Bison. Dragon 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Okay, ready?
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46.
18, Pioneer. Hey, smash Bronco. Check mash. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
11. Panther 11. 19 Wyatt.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1. And I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Prescott from the gun. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press in, try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
19 tight, 19, no check. Buffalo 18, Dragon 60. Hey, smash.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Prescott escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott now. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19. Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Trap 60. Panther Street. Panther Street. Third. Right there. Right.
He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 Lions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
29-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Inside give to Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here we go, 46. Hey, chill. Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Right here.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Buying time to his left. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Cards are going to take over here up near the 40. He has just been alert. Offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Check smash. Nothing, 19.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that makes it a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
14 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott steps away to his left. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Back to Elliott, and he's got him again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch them close to the spot.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got to complete to Tolbert. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Touchdown! Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point safely through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Troy Pride that time gets the tackle. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The first down pass. Complete to number 3. A gain of 7 brings up second down at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Back and 60. Go, League, go.
Now back to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 79 Broncos.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Ready up. Ready.
A give right side now to Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
18, Pioneer. 60 Eagles, 60.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Hunt will try going up the middle, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
50 Bobcats, 50 Bobcats.
They'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And some room to roam now. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. I'm surprised with the lead in a 1-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Here's Dak. He's got Elliott, and he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Now Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Prescott. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
47.
One last shot now for Prescott. And this is going to be caught on the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a two-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
Well, there's no doubt that this crowd has absolutely been rocked by what they just saw, but guess what? There's still two-point conversion to deal with. Still a little drama left.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here? One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got it. So a touchdown and the two-point conversion with no time remaining. And we're off to overtime. I think we just witnessed the ultimate head-scratching moment. All they needed was the extra point to win the game, and they don't get the two-point try. Why did they go for the two-point conversion?
It is a head-scratcher, but I go back to when we sat down with them in our meeting, and they just kept coming back to special teams. It's just been not very good in practice this week. I wonder if that ghost loomed over them and decided not to kick it there and go for two, but still, I think your odds are a whole lot better just snapping and putting it down and kicking.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. You got to kick the extra point. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Cowboys take over first down here at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
On second down, Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 104 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. And I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Kill! 47!
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Again, it's Elliott. And he's got room. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. For a lot of people, the MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to him.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Now Elliott. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Cowboys, a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they had bigger things on their mind, apparently, the playoffs, as they will finish the regular season with a 14-3 mark. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round.